Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Today I'm putting the crab pots out again because I'm hoping to get a few more before winter hits, and if I get some, I'm going to be showing you an awesome campfire mud crab recipe which is to die for. So I'll put these pots out now and see when we're checking them. So we've got half the pots out so far, just getting the last 4 in now. These are some of my favourite spots, and yeah, we're just hoping to get a few crabs before this weather cools right down. It's sort of coming into winter in southeast Queensland where we live, and the mornings are getting colder, so just trying our luck once or twice more. Might push another trip out, but yeah, hopefully we get 1 or 2 crabs. That's enough, and I'll show you this recipe. So the reason I'm walking these pots in instead of just throwing them out of the boat is because I'm getting a bit sneaky with my pots now. I'm sort of putting them under trees where you can't see them, and you know, hiding the floats a bit better. There is a few pots around here, so you know, you'd hope that no one's going to check them, but I think by just taking the extra 2 minutes to bury them a bit harder, you might have more success of, you know, someone not share farming your pots, because that's the last thing we want out here, is someone to check your pots and steal your bounty. Steal your loot. Done. Look, what pot? The pot's gone. The pot has disappeared. Voila! Done like a dinner. Now for the fun part of checking them tomorrow morning. Oh, voila. So we've put all the pots out, and we're going to check these pots quickly now just to see if we've got any crabs. I find sometimes the best time to get the crabs is like an hour after you put them in. You know, you throw them out, check them on the way back, and sometimes you've got a crab. So there's one pot in here that I'll check. Oh yeah. Oh, are you? Holy smoke! One crab. Try three. Where are these crabs coming from? This is insanity. This pot's been in for 2 hours and it's got potentially 3 legal mud crabs in it, and we haven't even left them overnight or anything. I'm just can't believe this. Like, I thought I saw 1 in there, but not 3 already. It's nuts. Look out, little man. Don't get crushed. They're good crabs too. All right. Rightio, so I reckon we've got 2 legal crabs out of this pot. That fella there, he's well and truly in, and this bloke here, he's well and truly in too. So now that we've got these crabs, we'll be able to do a campfire mud crab catch and cook. So stay tuned for that. Oh, he's heavy too. Look at that crab. For a weird creature, he's a big crab and he would be legal, but his shell's all sorts of weird. So he's going back, but if his carapace was out to here, he'd be a real good crab. But yeah, he's got nothing to worry about, this guy. Maybe the twist of fate that he had with some bigger bit of gear has saved him, end up saving his life. So off you go mate, you lucky boy. And he has disappeared. Rightio guys, it is day number 2 of the mud crab campfire catch and cook, hopefully. So we're just coming up on the first pot now. Left it a bit later today, so hopefully we can get in to these pots without having to walk as far, but they've had an overnight soak, so hopefully there might be a crab or 2 hanging around. So stay tuned and we will be hopefully seeing some crabs shortly. Rightio, I'm gonna get out for this first one because it's a little bit shallow. It's in a nice hidden little zone and hopefully we've got some loot. Oh wow, sand crabs. It's a bit rare. 2 sandies. That is not what I was expecting to get. Little sandy boys there. They can head back in. There we have it. 2 nice little sand crabs. Oh, here it is. Come on. Now that is disappointing. What a pain. It turns out today, after checking the pots, that there was actually not another mud crab anywhere to be seen. So I got really lucky with the 2 muddies that I got yesterday. So today I want to show you a really simple recipe to make one of these taste even more delicious. You can do this around the campfire. It's easy and the results will surprise you. The first thing I need to do is I'm going to pull the shell off this mud crab, clean the gills out of it, clean all the guts out of it, but I'm not going to throw out the shell, and I'll show you why. So I've pulled the shell off the crab, cleaned all his guts out, and I've just given the shell a little bit of a clean. So for this recipe, like I said earlier, super easy. What you'll need, about 100 grams butter, just rough, doesn't matter, salt and pepper, garlic to your taste, how much you like, and a bit of chili. Add the garlic, chili, a fair bit of salt, and pepper. So this garlic batter set up, and from there I'm just going to wait for that butter to melt a little bit and combine a lot. I might even put it in the microwave for a second just to soften it up, because we sort of want it to be a nice soft paste that we can actually do the next step with. So I'm just going to mix this stuff up. Rightio, that is our garlic butter concoction sorted. The next thing we're going to do is pull his shell off, put a heap just like that, pat it down for good luck. We'll just set a tiny bit more butter in there. Now that we've got this garlic butter all sitting in there ready to go, we're going to put our shell straight back on. Make sure it's sitting the way it should. And then turn him upside down like so. And put it straight onto the alfoil. Now, the idea behind this recipe is that the butter will actually end up melting, of course, quickly in the fire. It'll start bubbling and steaming through the meat. So the garlic will infuse into the butter, so will the chili, and it will slowly rise up and penetrate the meat. So we're going to make now a little crab parcel. Delicious little crab parcel. Got my little mud crab parcel, and now we'll go and throw it on the fire. So this fire here, it's been cranking away for a little while now. It's got a fair bit of heat in it. There's a few coals happening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a really nice little bed of coals there, which the crab's going to sit straight onto. And I'm going to cover the top just like that. Now, I'm going to give this about 15-20 minutes, and by that time it should be bone apple tea. So it's been 20 minutes or so, and it's time to take this fella off the coals. He'd be well and truly cooked by now. And there we have it. Thanks for tuning in on another episode, guys. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy my Sunday afternoon chewing down on this beautiful mud crab. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, it means a lot, and I'll see you next time.